In today's episode, we're checking out an abandoned religious boarding school that was constructed in the late 1800s. It began its life as a military academy, but soon transformed into an all-boys college prep school. After over a century of operation, the organization went bankrupt and shut down in 1991. Since then, the Victorian-style structure has been rotting away while the local government decides what to do with the property. Now, join us as we venture inside and discover what remains. Our exploration began around 6 a.m. Therefore, we thought it would be best to begin in the basement, where we wouldn't have to worry about our lights being noticed from outside. It's weird seeing this really old, ornate staircase, and then there's just drop ceiling right here.
These are all empty.
Yeah, these look like dorms. For this adventure, we're also joined by our friends Chris and Devin. We'll include links to their pages in the video description.
You could lock it from the hallway and not the inside. So I don't know if that means anything.
They might have put the locks in after they were disused.
Or, since it was a religious boarding school, they could have been like really strict.
And locked the kids in.
Mm-hmm. So I was thinking, because the lock looks new, but
That looks old, yeah.
that looks really old.
Yeah. This is an old looking workshop table. Looks like everything's been pillaged through already though. Oh wow, that's good organization.
Pretty cool. What was that bang?
That's just water, right?
Might be enough light upstairs, so we don't have to use the flashlights.
Okay.
You wanna go upstairs?
Let's do the classrooms first.
Yeah, I think we should wait till it's a
Yeah,
little
let's just
brighter.
finish the basement then.
Okay.
That was spook
I'd rather
though.
have more light than struggle to see.
Or like the wind slamming something shut. Kitchen.
Look at the labels on these. They're so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The murals, wow. This is painted 1940, is that what it says?
There's no way this is that old.
Is that a 1990?
1990.
So a year
Only
before
a
it
year.
closed.
These were all classrooms. It's impossible to be quiet in here. Look how tall these hallways are.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in Hogwarts.
It's still really dark.
Yeah.
You might want to wait a bit.
These classrooms are way nicer than the ones in the basement.
Yeah.
I wonder what the original ceiling in here looked like.
Similar to the hallway, probably.
Yeah. There's a lot of detail on the floor also. All this tiling. Being in an abandoned building for sunrise is always really cool. You get to see it transform as the light comes up.
They put in all the wood paneling afterwards too, with the drop ceiling. There would have been white plaster walls all the way down at one point. The lights are still up in here.
This was the main entrance right here.
Wow. We really need to wait till it gets brighter. I can't see anything.
Oh, you can see the stained glass up there though. We decided to hold off on seeing the chapel for the first time until the lighting was better. Wow, all the curtains are still up in this room.
Yeah, this is a nice room.
There's definitely a lot of water making its way into the building.
This is going to be a mirror image of the other classroom hallway. They're actually not classrooms. These look like dorms.
It's cool, they put brickwork around every single door frame. I love when you're in a building and vines are covering the windows. It's so cozy feeling, especially on a rainy day like this. This is below the chapel.
This was the dining hall.
Wow, this is cool.
And originally, this was a military school for boys. Look what's on the wall back there.
I see a pope. I don't know who else is on the wall.
On the left side.
Oh yeah, a soldier.
Class of 1969. A dumbwaiter that went down to the basement kitchen.
The cart's right here.
Yeah. You pull the rope and it would go up and down. It's not working right.
Although the sun still wasn't completely up, we couldn't resist taking a look at the main chapel. Horizontal pews. Damn. This place is incredible. I wonder what was smashed out in the middle there. There's still Bibles and hymn books behind all of the pews. Yeah, it looks like the stained glass is starting to fall down by itself. It was on a layer in front of the window instead of being the window itself. The staircase is absolutely incredible. It's still really dark in here, but this might be as bright as it gets. It's a very gloomy day. There's altar boy outfits in here.
Yeah, the water's really getting in here.
The staircase is really cool too. I'm I'm getting dripped on right now.
It's like this isn't going to be in this condition much longer if they
No.
don't do something about it. I'll do it.
Well, this room has some graffiti. This is the first real vandalized room I've seen. That's, at least they kept it to one room instead of going all over the place with it. It was a shower room. Not a ton of privacy. There's dead birds all up the staircase. That's probably where it goes up to the clock tower. I don't feel like going up there yet though, because I'm gonna have to wear a respirator.
Not yet.
It's really full of pigeon shit.
Let's go see first.
Okay. I mean, this whole floor is already full of pigeon shit.
And dead pigeons.
Holy crap, they're literally everywhere. We're just walking on pigeon skeletons. They're literally everywhere.
Look how tall the ceilings are in here.
Holy crap.
That's like 2 floors.
That is incredible. I gotta see what the staircase looks like over here. Holy shit. There's a stained glass ceiling. This is nuts. This definitely deserves the title of Grand Staircase.
This is incredible.
Did you see the stained glass on the ceiling? Can hear the pigeons down here.
You can hear them.
These are all dorm-sized rooms also.
Yeah. Ceiling gets taller here again.
Mountain of pigeon shit. Don't poop on me. They're ready to drop some bombs on us. Luckily, we are watching where we're going. Wow, this whole grand staircase just leads to this. A little nook
Once that wall is new.
with 2 doors. Yeah, the wall is probably new. Bad remodeling.
Look at the gaping hole in the roof over there.
Oh yeah. Is that where you go up the clock tower? Probably is.
This is steep. To the ladder more than stairs.
And you can't use your hands or else they'll end up in prison shit.
Using my hands a little. Ugh, so much shit.
This better be worth.
Oh.
Is it worth? Is it worth it?
There's so much shit in here. I don't even know if it was worth coming up here.
Although the climb up the clock tower wasn't very rewarding, the rest of this exploration certainly was. The building is a beautiful example of Gothic Victorian architecture inside and out. Currently, there are plans for repurposing the building, but unfortunately, they involve demolishing almost everything except for the facade. Local citizens have voiced dissatisfaction with the plans, so only time will tell what eventually happens. If no action is taken, however, Mother Nature will eventually have its way with the building.
We want to take a moment to let you know we have a brand new set of prints now available on our website. We also published our first new set of Polaroids from this trip. They're one of a kind, and once they sell, they're gone forever. If you're interested in purchasing a print or Polaroid, the link is in the description.